You know, with temperatures like this, it is especially dangerous for people who are homeless. And it's not easy for firefighters who have to be outside in these elements either. Bryant Clerkley is in downtown Portland tonight. So, Bryant, some counties are keeping those warming shelters open.
Yes, Multnomah County, Brittany, is closing warming shelters while Washington and Clackamas County will keep them open through the night. Multnomah County saw warming shelters almost at capacity last night with more than 300 people showing up, but the weather just isn't at that threshold to keep those shelters in Multnomah County open throughout tonight. In the brutal cold weather, warming shelters throughout Multnomah County were open and almost at capacity. Sunday night, they were 80% filled. The Charles Jordan Community Center in North Portland holds 150 people, and crews were seen setting up for the influx of people trying to stay warm. But tonight, these shelters within Multnomah County have closed. Even though the weather is still cold, it does not meet the threshold needed to keep warm weather shelters open.
There's a lot of people involved in determining the thresholds that determine life-threatening conditions for folks who are living outside. And so that is not taken lightly. And those are very extensive processes that happen in order to determine what thresholds would activate an emergency shelter.
Some of the thresholds for Multnomah County keeping warm weather shelters open include forecasted temperatures of 25 degrees or below, an inch or more of snow over a 24-hour period, or freezing temperatures with rain and wind. Even though the weather is warming a bit, some shelters in Washington and Clackamas counties will stay open tonight.
And we know that this is a life-saving service for people experiencing homelessness to have somewhere to get inside and get warm and have a hot meal. And so we are keeping our shelters open overnight.
Portland firefighters were also exposed to the elements while working this morning. This fire in a home on North Mississippi in the Albina neighborhood forced 8 people from their home. It happened just before 2 a.m. And the cold made things even more challenging for firefighters.
For as simple as just trying to grab tools, trying to work in the cold. It's anytime you fight a fire, we're going to get pretty wet, and so you're just constantly battling that. We had some challenges. The road was freezing underneath the engine, so as we were trying to work on it, now we're working on a sheet of ice.
The fire took 20 minutes to get under control. Investigators are still working to find the cause. Fire officials have advice for people on safe heating during these cold nights.
Make sure that you're using your heating appliances in a safe manner. Use them as directed. Use as the labels say. There's warning labels on all that stuff, so read those. Make sure there's safe distance around, and don't go to bed with some sort of improvised heating device being used.
And some of those shelters that are going to be open tonight are the Beaverton Community Center and that Salvation Army building in Hillsborough, and those are both in Washington County. Brittany?
All right, thanks so much, Bryant.